Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. I hope you're having a good day. And hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. This is the show, at least on YouTube, maybe the whole world, where all we do is talk about how to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your life, then how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to get to your end destination. I always start this show with a general message from Spirit, and then I leave. So that way, those of you who can't join live, you can always come back and hear a personal message in the very beginning. For those of you who are able to join live, I then dive into free mini reads for those who are able to join live. I'm so nervous today. I don't know why. And I also forgot to say, I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert. I also just read a lot of psychology books. Almost majored in cog sci at UC Berkeley. So everything here is grounded in psychology, elevated by spirituality. Um, yeah, all right, let's just get to the general message. Becoming you. Many of you are in this fight, this struggle of who am I? I need to understand who I am. And what we want to share is that there's a difference between understanding and loving. Understanding, with the example of two people, is if this person's down and out, if you want to understand them, you have to come down to this level and struggle with them. Oh, I understand what they're going through. You have to hear the backstory, the 2 year, 7 year story, it started in childhood, so that you can understand why they're struggling and why it's so hard for them to try to move up the emotional guidance list. Get better, take a step that will help them. The problem is you come down here, you take on those vibrations and go, oh my God, I understand, I see it. Loving is when you look at them and go, yeah, I can understand why that's hard for you. But if you're ready to take that step, here I am. I can stay up here and I could hold your hand as you go here, and I could be your accountability buddy every day. And I can love you and I could keep encouraging you in that direction. And we could celebrate your wins together. That was you choosing to love them. Loving is choosing to focus on someone with positive intent. We like that definition of it. So, do you want to understand yourself? Do you want to keep replaying and reminding yourself what happened in childhood, what happened in high school? And we're not discrediting how perhaps horrific, sad, disappointing things in your past were. And we're not discrediting that they indeed did help you form a limiting belief, a decision that is now making this next step for you hard. But are you going to focus on understanding yourself? And I see why it's so hard for me. This is hard. Oh my God, I at least thought about it today. That's a good step, which indeed, sometimes that is a good step. Sometimes it is just access to the new thoughts that you're like, whoa, am I thinking better about that topic? And that is a good step in the right direction. At some point, you have to leave the curtain of understanding and switch to I love myself. I love myself. I see why this is hard for me. And I want to encourage myself and be proud of myself for taking the step. Instead of here's why it's so hard for me and oh, it was such a struggle to get out of bed and get to the gym. Understanding maybe we'll be better tomorrow because right, each day it's just inch by inch. Loving is, whoa, okay, I've got more to go to be on the straight and narrow on the track I need to be on. But I did a good job. I'm like 40% there with the new routine. It's the celebrating and the encouragement, which is on the love side of things. Yeah, sure. We're just using Kelly as an example. I've been waking up to the alarm between 6:30 and 7 every morning. I've been getting better about prioritizing going to bed and getting off the screen time. I don't quite hit it every day, but I used to not hit it every day. Now I hit it 4 or 5 times out of the week. I'm on the right track. That's loving yourself. Understanding yourself is, well, I took that 5 year break from life and we never had to look at a clock. So I see why it's so hard for me. And oh, I'm just so glad I woke up to the alarm and hit snooze. Just hearing the snooze is a step in the right direction, right? Hey, I woke up. I haven't been able to be functional yet that early, but I am getting more like cognitive aware in the morning. I am kickstarting my days right. I got the gym done. I got my meditation done. I may not have gotten a full 15-minute meditation, but I got two little 10-minute ones in there. And I know that loving yourself, and I know that since this morning already feels better than the rest, I want to keep going on this right track. Loving yourself is when you meet yourself where you're at, show yourself compassion, love, and you start to tell the new story. I did like this. I liked the gentle morning wake up. So maybe I do need to adjust my schedule. Then instead of 6:30 alarm, run out the door, hit the gym, maybe it is a set a 6:30 alarm and a 7 alarm. 6:30 so that you can kind of wake up and still just kind of mellowly be in bed because you're recognizing the new you. And that's why we started the general message with becoming you. It's always a getting to know yourself. Not minute by minute, not day by day. That's trauma healing stage. But it's hey, the 39-year-old me likes to kind of wake up and see if there's any more dreams for 30 minutes. Okay, the second alarm, it's that's choosing to love yourself. I do like that 30 minute of that time. That still gives me 7 to 9 to get to the gym. Okay, that seems reasonable. And I like that I got most of it done and that I was ready for my client call at 10. The client didn't show, but I was ready. I had meditated, I had eaten. The next step is add a little more workout time, but I'm still proud of myself for going to the gym and getting that 25-minute workout in. It was the first day I had a client call. So that was an hour, but I still made it to the gym, got 25 minutes of a good cardio in time to come home, shower, eat. My hair was dry. Do you see this loving you story that can happen? We're hoping to switch all of you to stop seeking to try to understand why you're damaged, why you're quote unquote ruined, why this is so hard for you, and instead choose to love yourself. I'm so proud of myself for being willing to go through this, to be willing to think a new way, to allow myself to feel hopeful again. That was hard. I took a tumble and a fall, and I'm being open to eagerly calling life in again. That's the path I want to be on. And that's what we want to work with all of you today on is bumping up that vibe so that you guys are eagerly calling life in again. It isn't, I guess it's as good as it gets. No, it's when you're younger, I want to learn to walk. I want to learn to talk. I want to learn to read. Look what all those bigger people are doing. I want to learn to fly. I want to learn to travel. And then after you travel a couple times, you're like, you just enjoyed a good meal in a different spot. There's good meals in town. Well, do you want to learn how to sew? Do you want to take a day trip somewhere? Do you want to learn a new dance? Do you want to learn photography? Do you want to? It's about getting back to that eager calling in life towards you, expanding to allow new skills to be developed within you. That's our wish for you guys today. Oh, what a message. That was a long one, too. Hey, Antoinette. How are you today? Who else is live? Oh, Antoinette gets first. Sorry, you got a TikToker over here on YouTube. Soul Rebel. This was beautiful. Because of you were reading yesterday, I was like, oh, I wonder if Soul will hear this. So let's focus on you. And who else is live? Say hello. Soul, let's focus on you. How, just catch me up. Did you try? I've kind of forgot what practice I gave you yesterday. I'm sorry. But did you practice it? What was it? How did it go? And what did you most like about this message? Let's get you to like loving yourself. Yeah, and they spilled my beans today. I guess that comes with the territory of my job, though. Yeah, next minute. I can actually see how that general, I don't know if you're able to hear a lot of it. Um, I can see how that applied. And I see how our session last night was actually you just choosing to love yourself. All of that, the whole session. I know I've got to do this. I'm going to get on there and I'm going to do it. And you did it. I was literally more of a guide versus a surgeon, if you think about it. So I want to like celebrate you, dude. The message today relates to an entry I did yesterday. I noticed that my week starts Tuesday and I'm okay that Monday isn't a part of my clock for now. Beautiful. Okay. Because of my perfection, I mentally did your assignment. Okay. Does that mean because of your perfection you had to do the assignment or well, how did it go mentally? And you were supposed to notice like 10 things. I don't remember that. I remember the assignment was to notice 10, like write down 10 things. I don't remember on what. My session yesterday was awesome. I feel a bit lighter. Good. Thursday's going to be good too, dude. It's going to be a good release for all of us. I did listen to my head about my job. Oh, I remember now, Soul. Okay, it's coming back to me. Okay, cool. Did you feel better about it? Just don't forget that the part of that list was about doing it and feeling it in your body. God, I do love payday. They are on time. They are on time. Hey, what do you guys think of this purple chair instead of my black one I normally sit on? The volume in my warehouse was higher, so I had time to focus on my work and got lost. Oh, cool. That sounds like a huge shift already, Soul Rebel. Oh, God, if I could never not sit in it. Hold on, why am I like up centered? I didn't feel like I was doing it right, so I accepted what I thought of and focused on following up with my PTO without emotion, and I did it. Okay, good job. You know, I'm just gonna let spirit handle this. I don't want to jump to. You know, I am gonna say it actually. There, good job for just getting your PTO and focusing on you and what you need. Like that's the part that I want to like, you know, the difference between understanding and love. I want to love. I want to choose to focus on the positive understand. I want to acknowledge that, encourage that, and celebrate that. You focused on what you needed, what you wanted, and that was like I remember that was what a lot of the shift was for you. Um, when you say without emotion, though, there's a difference between you're finished, you're healed, and now you're indifferent. You're like, what? What about him? What? He's talking about me as if we're, oh, yeah, we did used to date. God, that was forever ago, right? That's like indifferent. You've moved on. If you did it without emotion and you like shut yourself down and went in there stoic and like statue, that's different. Oh, without emotion for him. Okay. My statement still stands. Did you have to, oh, I'm loving work. The warehouse was higher, so I got to focus on it. I did my positive list, yay. And then did you go, but now I'm going to him to talk to him, so I'm just going to shut down and be an emotional gray rock. Does that make sense, Soul? You're gonna be the one that knows. And either is okay. It just is gonna vary the advice I'd share. You didn't do that? Keep doing that list, Soul. Do it 2-3 weeks, and it's gonna be a whirlwind of a change. I was nervous. Oh, okay. I love so you were focused on you, and it is okay and normal and natural to feel nervous with like taking that step, and that's focused on you. All your focus was on you. That's good, dude. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Or unless you do you have more you want to say? Do you have a specific question you want to ask? I just wonder if the angle just feels a little bit high. Is this better, guys? Or did you like it? I gotta play around with this and find the right height. Is this better or did you like it looking down? Okay. I was nervous. Nope. Whatever messages you got. I appreciate you so much. Okay. Let him go. Let him go. He's no longer significant in your life journey. Those are the affirmations around him. He's no longer a significant part of my journey. He's no longer a significant part of my journey. He's no longer a significant part of my journey of my life. He's no longer a significant part of my day-to-day well-being. What Kelly was picking up on was that she did pick up on your vibe shift. You saw her celebrate you, encourage you, and point out what was good about it and the good result you got. For it to have been a 180 and you're already the new person after one day of the exercise, that's a little fast. So what we're going to say, you pointed out the perfection within you. There's a little bit of that drive, of that push of, nope, I'm so good at it. I'm going to get all the results after one time. That's expecting yourself to be perfect after doing something for one time. We have more to say, but can you kind of see what we're saying and throwing down? It's, Kelly's analogy is if you went on a walk one day, you wouldn't expect to lose 5 pounds the next day. It's when you do it for a week that you're like, oh man, I can move easier. Do you kind of pick up what we're throwing down? Conscious here. Good morning. You came in on something? What do you mean? Isn't that good? Yes, I don't want to get on a pink cloud and fall flat. That is what I said yesterday. This will be difficult. Yes. So what we're going to say is you don't need to celebrate that you did it perfectly, because that's coming from you did do a good job, but there's also that part of you that's like whipping yourself. Do it so good, you get the full shift in the first time. When we would just encourage that part of you to feel softened, to feel soothed, to recognize that it's now being loved by us, loved by the people at the show, loved and acknowledged and seen by Kelly, loved and acknowledged and seen by you. I no longer have to get it all right perfectly all the time. I just have to show up with a good mind, a good night's sleep, and good diligence, good responsibility, and put my focus on something and allow the good times to roll. I like that pressure off my back. I am ready to enjoy work in a whole new way, and I'm so glad that I already experienced a significant shift this quickly. I needed that win. I needed to know that I could have my focus on me. So I'm so proud of myself for that. I'm going to be okay if my emotions rock, if I go to think of him or think of me, because I'm going to recognize that it's just about the awareness of, oh, I went to thinking about him, call my energy back to me. How do I feel? Let me take 3 deep breaths in this moment. Let me feel that softening in my shoulders. I'm just simply allowing my focus to be more and more on me, acknowledging that I no longer have to be perfect, and I no longer have to demonstrate and show to others that I was trying to be perfect. I'm ready to tap into that vibration of self-acceptance. And with that, we do think we've shifted your vibes enough to open you up to begin to feel self-acceptance. We do think it would be a good time to bounce to the next person, but keep coming back, soul. You are on the right track and you are doing a good job. And we would like to go to Concha next. Wow, that's interesting. I never know what they're going to say or do. Demonstrate. Yeah, that rocked you. I get so happy with myself, and then I mess up. I get so hard on myself. I think you're done with that situation. You're bad, blah, blah. Yep. Oh, you're rocking with the word demonstrate. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. So I'm so happy for you. Oh, gosh, you guys are the coolest group. Hey, Antoinette, do you like the camera at this level or did you like it higher pointing down? This kind of feels more like mutual to me. I kind of, yeah, I'm conscious. Just go ahead and type in your question. And Antoinette, I hope you were able to tap into that acceptance as well. The other angle. All right, let me do it, and then you just confirm. Oh, Jesus. Ah, this angle? I am accepting myself more and more every day. When you say that, um, soften, like feel, I accept myself, and you soften. Just logged on. I found a plug in 5X and really excited about a new SUV, the one I want. Just looking around. I want to move the conversation forward, but I just logged on. No, we're moving the conversation forward. Just ask whatever question you want, and it's going to move the conversation forward. Sometimes it's those days where it's just like the synchronistic flow. So I'm like, how do I get over an ex? How do I forget about an ex that I moved on from 2 years ago? How do I be open to new love and show up as my best self? How do I hype this up with this new guy I've got going on? Sometimes the shows are like that. Sometimes one's like, I want money, I want love, I want a new car. But it always, you know what I mean? So let's just sit back. Look, I got a new chair that's more comfy and cozy and sit back and chill. Buckle up. We're on a high vibe morning ride. All right, Antoinette. Alrighty. I'm realizing how important work connection is, and I don't want part of myself to die. Okay. I feel like there's another sentence after that. So that's just my newest observations. Okay. Is there any more concha or should I just channel spirit? I do like the companionship, but I realize the deeper relationship stuff is lacking. Okay. Spirit for the win. Okay. So this for anyone who is recognizing that they want to show up as a full self and not have to limit part of themselves. And also at a place where you're like, something's missing here. I don't feel whole and complete. Whether that's you don't feel as close to a loved one as you want, or you don't feel as satisfied out of your job as you think you should be, this is going to help you. Well, Concha, you're not going to find it satisfying that we don't have a direct answer for you, yes or no. You're in a limbo of change, and so is he. You do need to stop trying to change him and accept him as he is. Do you see what we're saying do you see what we're saying so far before we continue? I do see and understand. Okay. You need to let him be you. The more that you accept yourself, hey, I am a yoga instructor in the Bay Area. Hey, I am inventive and creative for how I receive and earn money. And I love myself for that. I love myself for that. That part of you is needing love. There's a little part of you that feels a little sneaky. And it may be sneaky that it feels like you have to be indirect to get a lot of the wins that you get, but it's not sneaky. And we're going to talk about housing contracts. We're going to focus on that for you. That's not sneaky. Just because you're getting ahead, getting a good deal out of it, doesn't mean it's sneaky. And on top of that, it's not even about you getting ahead or you getting a good deal. It's that you are manifesting, all right, how do I live in a beautiful place like this and only pay this much? I like saving money. It feels good to watch that number grow and grow and grow. You got your inspired idea. You were the one willing to read the contract, study it up a bit, negotiate. You were the one willing to take on the risk. Why should you not be rewarded for taking on the risk? Owners of startups take on more risk. They guarantee the employees, here's how much I'll pay you. You know you'll get money out of this. So here's a little bit of stock. Whereas we'll take on more risk and take less pay to make sure you could get paid, but we get this much stock because in the end, we believe in it so much that we're okay with delaying our gratification. So do you see how you're not being sneaky? The more you self-accept and embrace the way that you choose to navigate the world, the more that you'll be able to more easily accept him for who he is. And you'll either be able to fall madly, deeply in love with him, or you'll be able to lovingly depart on both ends. Wow. Let's talk about that instead. This is way more important. Hey, Lakesview, how are you? Well, I like how they kind of combine both topics. Wow, maybe I should start the show at 11:30. This is when viewership seems to jump up. Guys, I do this show. I call it High Vibe Mornings with free mini reads. I do it Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. All we talk about is, and Contra, go ahead and write your next question too. How to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your life, and how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to getting towards your desire. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert. I read a lot of psychology books. So I love to just come and share tips and tricks. Yes, I saw the combo and topics as well. Dopish. Nice. I'm doing well. I'm 30 minutes late. Oh, do you normally come, Lakesview? Well, come join. Yeah, the first 30 minutes is always free Monday through Thursday. After 30 minutes, I do request if you would like a mini message that day. Smash that super chat button in the encouraged amount of $20. But if not, you can always come back and join the next day. And we have tomorrow, Thursday. So I so see that. So yeah, Concha, go ahead and take your time, take a breath, take a couple breaths, let your shoulders relax. Just tell me what you're thinking. Yeah, set an alarm, come show up. Yes. Where else on the internet are you going to find someone who only talks about how to get happy, take that next step in life for you, right? Everyone else is worried about how do we save people around the world when you're not even taking care of yourself. No, I want to help you take care of yourself and then build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to get there. High vibe mornings, man. Hey, Pete Pablo, rough night at work. Oh, sorry. Oh, Concha, I want to see all my pieces and accept them, especially these that I enjoy to be the boss woman in the house and make this money an easy living. All right, Concha, is there any more? Anything more you want to type or? Aw, Lakes View. That was when I started. That was like 7 years ago. I want to do this again in Walnut Creek and for it to be more conscious and smoother. Okay. Okay, so you're ready to pre-pave to I accept who I am, how I choose to navigate this world, how I choose to make money, and I want to like embrace it so that when I go and move, it's even softer and it's better than what I have here. It's I want a conscious community. That means I want to be around people who know how to be a roommate, who know how to enjoy life they want, the music they want to enjoy, and also still allow for others to feel respected in the house. Just those conscious people who know how to connect, who know how to be good neighbors. Yes, Concha. It starts by softening your body. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to feel happy. Universe, can you just guide me to that? I get that a lot of my life up until this point, I have deliberately created things. I have focused to the point of getting things. And boy, did I learn that law of attraction is real. What you focus on is what you get. Many of the things I manifested were things that I actually wanted. After that, somewhere along the lines, I started demonstrating my power, my ability to focus, and I manifested some things that weren't as enjoyable as I thought they would be. I now recognize that it's more about happiness. So I allow this softer feeling in my body. And I allow myself to self accept and love myself more than I ever have before because I'm ready to feel good. I'm ready to live the soft life. The soft life isn't just about people giving you money or having enough money. I'm recognizing the soft life is about accepting that I'm in a human body. The human body has an expiration date. I'm ready to accept the human condition, and I'm ready to accept this beautiful board of life. I'm ready to accept what mass consciousness has created and given me this board up until today, and I'm ready to be eager to play in it again. I definitely know that I'd like to experience a more conscious community where people just kind of they know how to behave, they know how to be a good roommate. They know how to not engage with someone but also still be respectful and a good neighbor if they know they just won't be a good fit. They also know how to engage and add into the community if they know they are a good fit. I want those people who know how to pause if it needs to be a pause, who know how to go if it needs to be a go, who know how to be mellow if it needs to be mellow. Because I'm ready to feel self-accepted. I'm ready to be so okay that they might know or have an inkling that maybe I'm getting a good rent price out of this, but they're just going to be an appreciation. I'd rather them not to find out because that's really none of their business, the deal I'm getting or not. Do you see, Concha, how some of the previous community manifested? There was that, oh, I don't want them to find out. I don't think anything bad about me, a little sneaky. And now it's just like, this is how I like to do it. Hey, guys, so this is how I run the house. I do ask for the hours of this house to be, you get to create, be the matriarch of the community. In this house, we tend to observe quiet hours between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. 5 to 7 a.m. we reserve for people who like to do yoga and meditate. If you don't like to do that stuff, just please keep music to a minimum. You get to create the vibe of the house. Do you see how much of that is what this is about for you? It's about you stepping up into that motherly matriarch energy. Because Concha, believe it or not, you're ready to be a mom. Oh, you both came from Tyler's Tarot? Those were the good old days. It's a little bit of a bummer that we don't really talk anymore. That just kind of disintegrated. I love seeing him thrive, though. his house, his Tesla. He definitely deserves success. I want to make beautiful money off this and have great communication and flow and connection. You're looking for connection. Yes, exactly. Yes, I want to create a vibe in the house and I am ready to have a real household of my own. All right, Spirit, anything more for her? And then, guys, if you do want a personal read today, now would be a great time to smash the super chat button. So when I open my eyes after finish with Concha, we could just jump into yours. What do you want to say? Yes, and the more you soften into it, I am looking for a conscious community. I am looking to build beautiful connections so that if I start traveling the world in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, it'll be a what? You're in Mexico, I'm gonna be there. Come stay with you. I'd love to stay with you for a week. Let's go play and explore in Mexico together. Because if you keep that sneaky vibe, you'll think, haha, I'm getting something out of this. Or haha, look what I can manifest. Other people just need to learn how to get their vibes right. Instead of, the feeling that you get that Kelly might come out as I'm moving and be there as I live in a new area. So I have a softer landing and a buddy to go hang out with a week or two afterwards. You remember that feel like, that's so cool. Oh my God, I'm loved, I'm seen, I'm heard. Someone wants to come at a time where it's more helpful for me, arguably. That good feeling that you got is the feeling that you'll give people when you make conscious good connections. And if they ever say, well, how much rent are you paying? Like, I am enjoying a beautiful rent rate. The difference is if you view this house that you're at, I appreciate this house for all the learning lessons that I got from it. I love that I built trust that people can rent and pay on time. I love that I trust that I got to see that I can receive a good financial benefit from this. And next time I'm ready to actually build a vibe and a community in the house. This is the household where we take shoes off. What is it? You take shoes off? Are you vegan? Are you we smoke all day every day here? Like, think of that. And think of, we're not going to encourage you to do this, Concha, but at this household I always do a 30-minute meditation from 6 to 6:30. We don't encourage that, Concha. We're just trying to paint the picture for you that you get to create it. We do kind of see you want to have conscious connections, people who just know when to get involved deeply, when not to, but still are like the what? You're in town? Come stay with me. Or gosh, we have to at least go get lunch. Are you that you're getting what we're saying, Concha? You got it? Are you good? They're saying. Yeah, and then if people, if you're creating like a vibe, someone's going to come in and be like, oh, cool. She's there for you. She's loving. She's going to be connecting, but she's not going to be all up in my business. But I do kind of want to know that if I, like a younger person, I do kind of want to know that if I go through a breakup, that there is just a loving mother type archetype who will be, I've got you the next 3 days. Just let Auntie Concha take care of you. When they get better and want to go play with the other 20-year-olds, they're going to be like, oh, she just loved me. Yeah, if she ever comes to Peru, she's got to stay with me. And they'll just be, I love it, Mom. I found this place where it's clean on the inside. We don't take shoes on the inside. And if we ever need help from a roommate, there's a system for how to request help from that specific roommate. There's a list of this person's really good with computers. They're available for like 1 hour a week to help different people with the household. This person's really good with emotions. This person's maybe you want to do that. Like, hey, so in this household, we do kind of like to build like a conscious community and connections. So hopefully you guys make lifelong friendships here. So we do ask like, what's a skill or two that you can share with your housemates? We do limit it to no more than an hour a week that you're helping other people in the household. Sure, there might be some weeks where 2 people might need your help fixing their computer, but everyone here understands that it's just like an hour, just like hey, can you look at this real quick? Because if any more than an hour, you're a professional, you should be paid. So we just balance that. Like, yeah, you got this, Concha. All right, everyone. I love you all. I hope you have a good morning. I hope to see you tomorrow. I do this show Monday through Thursday, High Vibe Mornings, with free mini reads, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday. So I hope to see a lot of you there. And yes, set your alarms. Let's go, guys. Love you. Bye.